Welcome students, and this is Ravi Shankar. Today, let us continue the next problem in this video, and we have to go with the example number 1.14. See, we are seeing a problem here. The following figure represents the electrical potentials as a function of x coordinate. Plot the corresponding electrical field as a function of x. So we have to calculate the electrical field as a function of x, and the given quantities are the potential taken along the y-axis and the distance taken along the x-axis. So how to represent or how to get the electrical field and how to draw the diagram. See, we can write like this. We know that the electrical field E is equal to negative potential gradient, that is minus of dV divided by generally dr. Here it is considered to be along the x-axis, so I am writing it as dx. If you are writing it as a vector quantity, then I have to multiply this with the unit vector I cap. If you want to write it for y direction or for z direction, you can put j or k, etc. Here we have to get the electrical field with respect to x, so I have written it with the help of I cap. Now let us consider this diagram. See, along the x-axis the distance varies from 0 to 1 centimeter. See, this distance along the x-axis dx is given in centimeters. So the variation is 0 to 1 in the distance. At that time, the variation in potential, the potential varies from 0 to 25. So the first concept I am writing it here like this. For the variation in x from 0 centimeter to 1 centimeter, the change in potential V, or I can say the change in potential as dV, varies from 0 to 25. So the change in potential is considered to be 25 volts. Therefore, what is the electrical field E? Substitute in this equation, minus of dV is considered to be 25 divided by this change in distance is considered to be dx, 0 to 1 centimeter. So I can write it out here as 1. So the answer is minus of 25 volt per centimeter along what? Along this I cap. This we are considering it as E vector for the first one or the first variation from 0 to 1. Then the second variation is from 1 centimeter to 4, or we can say 1 centimeter to 4 centimeter, because the potential varies, or potential is considered to be kept constant at 25 volts from 1 centimeter to 4 centimeter. So I am considering the second part as the variation of x from 1 centimeter to 4 centimeter. So when I am considering the change in distance dx, which is 4 centimeter minus 1, which is equal to 3 centimeter. During this change, what is the value of potential? During this change, the value of potential is constant. That is, dV is equal to 0, because the potential remains constant at 25 volt. So therefore, what is the value of electrical field E? Electrical field E vector is equal to, as we know, it is minus of dV divided by dx is equal to 0. This we are considering it as the second part. See, let us take this as the second part when the variation is from 1 centimeter to 4 centimeter, and this we are calling it out as the first one when the variation is from 0 to 1 centimeter. Now let us move on to the third one. What is the third one? See, look at the diagram. The variation is from where? The variation is from 4 centimeter to 5 centimeter. The potential decreases from 25 volts to 0. So when I am considering the third concept in the diagram, that is when the distance varies from x is equal to 4 centimeter to 5 centimeter, then I can write the change in distance dx is equal to 1 centimeter. What is the change in potential? The potential changes from 25 volt to 0. So we can say it out as minus 25 volt, higher to lower, it is decreasing. Therefore, what is the value of the electrical field E vector, which is given by the formula minus of dV divided by dx, which is equal to minus of minus will become plus. So 25 divided by 1, that is equal to 25 volt per centimeter. This we are taking it out as the third point. Now, using these three, I have to consider what? Using these three, I have to consider the diagram for the graphical representation for electrical field with the distance. Here it is volt with the potential with the distance. Now we are going to draw the electrical field with the distance. So I am taking the electrical field along the y-axis. So the electrical field E taken along the y-axis is volt per centimeter, and along the x-axis I am considering the distance x. See, as we know, the distance in centimeter, so it is 0. Here I am writing 1 centimeter, then 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, and 5 centimeter. When you are taking the values from here, see, when there is a variation from 0 centimeter to 1 centimeter, then the electrical field is minus 25. So along the y-axis, I am taking it like this. Here I am considering some 10. Here I am considering 20. And here I am considering it as 25. Similarly, here also I am considering here as 10, here as 20, here as 25. That is, 25 means volt per centimeter. Now, how to draw the graph? When you are having the distance, variation in distance from 0 to 1, the potential or the electrical field is minus 25 volt per centimeter. So, from 0 to 1, the potential is considered to be minus 25 volt per centimeter. Then it varies from 1 to 4. See, when the variation is from 1 centimeter to 4 centimeter, the electrical field is 0. So I can draw the graph along the x-axis. Okay. Then, when there is a variation from 4 centimeter to 5 centimeter, the electrical field is 25 volt per centimeter. So it increases from 0 to 25 volt per centimeter, and then it is considered to be kept constant. So this we are considering the graphical representation for the electrical field with the distance, when what we have calculated here by considering the variation of potential with distance. Using the formula, electrical field E is equal to negative potential gradient. That is, E is equal to minus of dV by dx. This concept called to be the problem number 1.14. Hope you should have understood this. Now, let us move on to the next problem. That is problem number 1.15. See, what is that problem number 1.15 means? Let us consider this problem number 1.15. See, go through the problem. This problem is based on the electric potential energy. 4 charges are arranged at the corners of a square P, Q, or S, and the side of the square is A, as shown in the figure. What it is asked? Find the work required to assemble these charges in the given configuration, the first one. Then the second one, you look at the diagram. At the center of this square, or the center of the square, you are having another charge Q dash. In order to bring this charge Q dash to the center, by keeping these 4 charges constant, what is the extra work required for this to be done? That is the problem. Okay. See, the second one is, suppose a charge Q dash is brought to the center of the square by keeping the 4 charges fixed at the corners. How much extra work is being done? That was the problem asked. So look at the diagram. You are having the square with 4 corners, P, Q, or S. At the 4 corners, we are having 4 charges, plus Q, minus Q, then plus Q, and again minus Q. Already we have studied about this in our theory concept. In order to assemble these 4 charges in the corners of a square, the work done is independent of the way in which they are being arranged or in which they are being moved. As we have studied in our theory, we will be considering each and every charge at the corners and calculate the work done. See, first of all, we can say the work done in arranging the 4 charges, work done in arranging the 4 charges is independent of the way by which they have been moved, by which the charges are moved or arranged. The charges are moved or arranged. This is considered to be a general concept, just to know that. Now, let us consider the first point. Let us go as we have considered in our theory. See, what is the first point? First point, we have to move the charge plus Q, which is arranged at the point P. We have to move the charge plus Q from infinity to this point. So, when the charge plus Q is brought to the corner P, it requires no work, because there is no other charges around this point P. So initially, or at the first point, okay, let us consider initially to move a charge, plus Q from infinity to the point P, no work is done. So the first point is, we are not doing any work because around this no other charges are present. Therefore, we are writing work done in moving the charge to the point P is equal to 0. Now let us consider the point number 2. See, I have to move the charge minus q from infinity to the point q. While I am moving this charge q or minus q to this point q, this point will have already a potential due to the charge at P. So the work done is potential into charge. So the second one, I can write, in order to move the charge minus q, in order to move the charge minus q to the point capital Q, we have to do a work because we are having a charge already at the point P. So we have to do a work. So I am writing work done is equal to, work done is equal to, work done is equal to, let us consider that work done as W of Q is equal to the potential at this point Q. So potential at this point Q due to this charge plus Q at P multiplied with the amount of charge moved. The amount of charge moved is minus Q, which is equal to, what is the potential at this point Q due to this charge plus Q at P? It is 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q divided by this distance, they have given it out as A. So Q divided by A multiplied with the amount of charge moved, that is minus Q. So the work done in moving that charge at the point Q, WQ is equal to minus of, you simplify just by multiplying this minus of 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q square divided by A. Now let us consider the third point. What is the third position? The third position is R. Now, you bring a charge plus Q from infinity to the point R. Now, this point R will have potential due to the charge minus Q at Q and the charge plus Q at P. So, now also we are in need of work. So, the next one or the next point that I have to consider is, see, in order to move, similarly as that of the previous case I am writing, see, in order to move the charge, what is the charge at R plus Q to the point R, to the point R, the work done required is, the work done is equal to, similar case as that of the previous one, is equal to W of R, which is equal to the potential at R. Potential at R is, the potential at R is due to the plus Q from P and minus Q from Q multiplied with the charge moved. So what is the value of potential at R? First of all, I am calculating this potential at R due to this P. So what is that? 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q divided by the distance. What is this distance? See, look at the diagram. From P, the distance of R is, you apply Pythagoras theorem. This is A, this is A. So this is this side, square of this side is A square plus A square is 2A square. When you are taking the root, this distance is root 2 into A. Which distance? From the point P to the point R, the distance is root 2a. So potential at this point or due to this plus q at P is considered to be 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into q divided by root 2 into a plus the potential at this point or due to this minus q at q. So I can write 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into, what is this q? Here the charge is minus q divided by the distance from q to r. The distance from q to r is again a. So I am writing it as a. I have to multiply the charge moved with this potential. What is the charge moved? The charge moved is q. So how I can able to simplify this? Right? You can see how to simplify. Simplifying this by applying this process, WR is equal to, see, when you are considering these two, one more step I can write 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into q divided by root 2 into a. Here you are having plus, here you are having minus. So minus 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into q divided by a. Then multiplied with the charge mode. Now you take the common factor. 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into q divided by a can be taken as common. Here you are having another q. So I can write it out as q square. Then I can write the answer as, how I can write the answer? See, here you are having 1 divided by, 1 divided by root 2. Here minus of, when you are taking this term out, you can write it out as 1. So you will be getting it as W of R. Work done to bring the charge at the point R is 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into q square divided by a into 1 divided by root 2 minus 1. Okay, this is the third work done. What is the fourth work done? See, let us consider the diagram again. So I am drawing the diagram here. See, what is the diagram? You are having a square. In that square, this point you are considering P, this is Q, this is R, and this is S. Now, at this point you are having a charge plus Q. Here you are having minus Q. Here again plus Q. Here again minus Q. And this point we have taken it as A. And we have calculated the distance between P and R as root 2A. Similarly, I can calculate the distance from Q to S, isn't it? This distance Q to S, that is also considered to be root 2 into A. Now, what is the fourth one? Similar concept you write here again. What is the similar concept? Here what you have written in the third one. See, in order to move the charge plus Q, here what you have to move? You have to move minus Q to S. So, I am writing in order to, the similar method, in order to move the charge minus Q, in order to move the charge minus Q to the point S, to the point S, the work done is equal to, let us write like this, W of S. See, what is the work done? W of S. Very simple. The similar concept, potential available at the point S, multiplied it with the charge moved minus Q. Now you have to write what is the potential at this point S. You will be having three potentials. One due to the charge plus Q at P, one due to the charge minus Q at Q, and another one due to this plus Q at R. So one by one I am writing. Potential at S is algebraic sum of 1. the potential at S due to P. So 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q divided by, what is this distance? This distance is A. So A plus, I am taking this point R. So again 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q divided by A plus, again the potential at this point S due to the charge at minus Q. So 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0. Here you are having minus Q divided by the distance is root 2 into A multiplied with the charge mode. What is the charge mode? The charge mode is considered to be minus Q. So multiply this with minus Q. Clear? Now you simplify. How to simplify? You see, when I am taking the simplification, W of S, work done at the point S is equal to, I am taking the common factors, or one step I can write. If I am writing one step, what I am going to do is this plus and minus, I can write it as minus. So I am simplifying directly. 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0. Here you are having Q common by A common. Here you are having minus Q. So Q into Q, it is Q square. Taking this minus to the front part, I am putting it as minus. So minus of 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q square by A. Multiplied it with, here what is the remaining? 1. Plus, here what is remaining? 1. Here plus into minus, minus. You will be getting 1 divided by root 2. Clear? Now you write, what is the work done to bring the charge at S, which is equal to minus of 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into, see, I have to write Q square divided by A. Okay, I am rewriting that. See, 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q square divided by A multiplied with 1 plus 1, it is 2, minus 1 divided by root 2. This work done is said to be in terms of an unit joule. I think you are clear about this idea. So go through the problem again and just calculate in your notebook the way in which I have gone through. This is the first one. What is the second option asked? See, I will be saying you just to look at the problem. The second option is B. They have given it as B. See, what is the second option? I am drawing the diagram again and I am explaining. You see, what does the second one means? They are having the charge at the four corners. So the four corners are considered to be P, Q, R, S. Okay. This is P, this is Q, this is R, and this is S. At the center, we have to bring a charge. The charge is Q dash. Keeping the four charges at the corners, plus Q, minus Q. Then here it is again, it is plus Q, and here minus Q. What is the work done? In order to bring the charge Q dash to the center of the square, keeping all these charges constant. Here, work done in bringing the charge, work done in bringing the charge Q dash to the center of the arrangement, to the center of the arrangement is equal to, center of the arrangement is equal to, W is equal to potential available at the center due to all the four charges multiplied with the amount of charge mode Q dash. So that work done is equal to potential at the center is, see, the potential at the center is one of the potential due to plus Q from P. So this potential acting at this point, and when you are considering the potential at this point, potential at this point due to this minus q, potential at this point due to this minus q. See, potential at this point due to plus q and potential at this point due to minus q will cancel each other because the magnitude of the potentials are same. Similarly, potential at this center point O due to this plus q at R and due to this minus q at S are equal and opposite because one is plus q and another one is minus q, so they cancel each other. So potential at the center is considered to be what? Potential at the center is considered to be 0 multiplied with the charge q dash, the charge mode. So we can say that the work done is equal to 0 at the center. The work done in order to bring the charge q dash to the center in this arrangement is equal to 0. Okay, an important problem. It may be asked for 5-mark question for your public examination. Thank you.